Here's target number 5. He's history.
Welcome back everyone, my name's LastKnownMeal and today we're gonna be talking about Ghost Recon Wildlands. So the past few days we had a chance to play the open beta and a lot of people have mixed opinions and feelings about this game. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion, what do I think about Ghost Recon and am I going to buy it. So if you are deciding you should buy this game or not, maybe this video is going to help you. I'm going to focus on the good things and on the bad things that this game has to offer, but also, even though I had so much fun playing this game, because I clocked like 20 to 25 hours in the open beta, this game has problems that they're not really game breaking, but as much as they're immersion breaking, because this is Ghost Recon, this is a tactical, realistic third-person game, so maybe those things that I've experienced and the ones we're going to talk about should not appear in a game like this. Now first things first, let's talk about the good things this game has to offer. Gameplay wise, when it comes to gameplay mechanics and graphics, and there's a lot of G's here, holy shit. This game is fun. Like driving around, scouting enemies, assaulting enemy bases can be so much fun, especially when you're playing with your friends. The co-op can turn into a real shit show, to be honest, because when you have 3 people and you including want to go and scout the base first and you want to go really silently inside, and you have the 4th guy, this douchebag, and he's standing on a hill and he's like that can be a real freaking shit show. So if you are actually playing co-op and you run into people that are going to play tactically, then maybe you're going to have so much fun. But if you run into people that just want to go run around, shoot everything, and if you want to do that, then also you're going to have so much fun. But again, running into people that want to play this game as it should be played, like shown in those trailers, like, oh, I'm going from the west side, oh, I'm going from the east side, I'm going to snipe him. If you want to experience that, then you need to invite your friends to play this. Now also playing single player in this game is not all that bad, because I've spent like 80% of my time playing in single player, because I wanted to see how much I can progress through the game alone and also with AI controlled teammates. Now the teammates weren't a burden, I didn't have to wait for them, they weren't seen by the enemy, so usually if you want to go in and be silent, they're going to follow your orders, and also having synced shots, like for example, you mark 3 enemies and then you take out the 4th one and they're going to take out the rest of them, so that can be fun. And now graphically wise, this game is gorgeous, but not a lot of people can run this thing on ultra settings, because I've had people with Titan GPU and i7 CPU and gazillion of gigs of RAM, they couldn't really run this game on ultra settings in like high FPS. They've had problems, their game was stuttering for some reason, so there is an easy fix for that in the open beta. I'm not sure if that's going to be included in the released version of this game. So if your FPS is set to unlimited, for some reason this game is stuttering, but if you set a limit to your FPS like 30 or 60, FPS is stable. I don't know why, it could be a bug, but hopefully that's going to be fixed. So as I said, all the good things gameplay wise and gameplay mechanics of this game are good. Now when it comes to missions, like you have so many ways you can finish a mission, because you can go in silently, you can go in all guns blazing, you can even fly a chopper inside their base and you're going to be shot down usually by a SAM missile, because narcos have SAM missiles. You have day and night changes, you have weather changes, and yes, it does, it does change the gameplay a bit, because when it's night you have to use the night vision, you can go inside the base and disable their alarm system, their electricity. So yes, as I said, there's so many ways you can finish one mission, but I noticed that how you go through those missions it's not really an innovative thing, because you go gather intel, you assault the base, then you gather some more intel, then you assault this base. And I think that for a game this size, because the map is freaking huge. I mean, when this game comes out, the map of Bolivia is gonna be so huge. And you know, it's going to give you hours and hours of gameplay. But a lot of people are saying, and I'm kind of noticing this, that it becomes a bit repetitive, like when it comes to missions and all that kind of stuff. But like every mission is, you know, you can stop the convoy, you can help the rebels, you can I don't know, like activate a beacon, then you have to hold out waves of enemies. But what has happened when I actually, you know, was playing that side mission, so you have to hold out against the waves on enemies, I had 2 guys assaulting me, I killed them, and then I had to wait for 2 minutes because nothing has happened. So that's one of the bugs I want to talk about in the next portion of the video. Now let's talk about all the bad things this game had to offer, because as I was playing through the game, as I was having so much fun in the single player and sometimes in co-op, again, this game has problems with logic. Because, for example, this thing, synced shots, and I was playing this in single player with AI controlled teammates. I say, okay, you shoot this guy, you shoot this guy, you shoot this guy. And one of the guys went all around the building, and clearly my teammate couldn't see him. And I said, okay, engage. And he managed to kill him through the building, and it doesn't make any sense. Then the next thing, when I was assaulting this base, I had rebels. Honestly, I had like 5 cars of rebels going in the base where the narcos are just standing around, and I was assaulting the base. They did nothing. The rebels just stood there doing nothing. They didn't even talk. They didn't assault each other, and they're in war. So it doesn't make sense. Like, they clearly went into their base and nothing is going on. I was still killing narcos, they didn't pay attention to it. But in the end, as I alerted the base, they finally started going off on each other. So those are the things that really can be immersion breaking, because if you're trying to immerse yourself in this game, especially if you're playing on a realistic difficulty, this game can be really hard. You have to plan your way, how you finish every mission. Even then, those things can be like, I don't know, they're just not logical, and they can break the immersion part of this game. Also, one more thing when it comes to reinforcements. So I was in this base, and I had 2 more guys left to kill. And somehow they saw me and they alerted their friends, and the reinforcements was arriving. And instead of, you know, reinforcements coming from outside the village, they just kind of spawned in the village. They just spawned in, and they killed me. Like, I was 1 second I was alone, next second I had 20 enemies around me just spawned in out of nowhere. So those things can actually be game breaking if you're playing on like a more harder difficulty, like realistic difficulty. And also, as I talked about, graphically wise, this game is gorgeous, but it does have a lot of problems when it comes to that optimization part. Even though I have a mediocre PC, I've had a lot of problems running this game on medium settings. But again, it could be just my PC, I have no idea. I just have to wait and see what you guys experienced while you were playing open beta. So tell me down below in the comments, like, what is your PC specs, and did you actually have any stuttering in this game? So all in all, what do I think about Ghost Recon Wildlands? Should you buy it? Should you skip it? Should you wait for a sale? Like, this game has a lot of content. The map is huge, and it's going to give you so many hours of basically going through bases, assaulting enemies, surviving the waves of enemies. It's going to give you a lot of time to do that. It's going to give you a lot of fun. But at the same time, what I would do is wait for a game to come out, wait for the initial reviews, and then decide if I'm going to buy this game or not. So if the reviews prove to be okay, I am definitely going to buy this game because I've had fun in this game. And even though people say that this is the Division clone, and sometimes it does feel like The Division. When you're killing enemies, like I've had the same feeling when I was playing The Division. But still, this game has its own charm, and I believe when those bugs are fixed, this game could have a future. So that would be all for this video. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and tell me down below what you think about all of this. And that's it, LastKnownMeal signing out. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. That's it. I will see you next time. Stay classy, everyone, and bye bye.
That's a kill.
We're clear over here. God, these fuckers are sloppy.
Hang on, I'll drive.